Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan. And what's that? I'm playing Georgia today. Well, I'm a YouTuber. I'm playing Georgia. If there's anything I know, it's that any time a YouTuber plays Georgia, there's some sort of horrible, disgusting challenge game. And today, there is no exception to this universally acclaimed rule. Today I am playing Georgia because I have a challenge probably is going to be incredibly difficult, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. Yep, this is the sort of challenge that will make me question my sanity and life choices in equal measure. Can you win a game of Civilization 6 without using a single builder? No builders. No builders at all. I cannot make them. I cannot steal them. I cannot buy them. I cannot trade for them. I cannot pray to Cthulhu for their mystical appearance in my life. I can't find them behind the sofa. I can't enslave my friends and turn them into builders. No, none of these things can be done. Builders are forbidden today. And that means no improvements, which means no luxuries or strategics or anything that makes life fun. This is going to be a horrible game, so yes, that's why we're playing Georgia. Universally acclaimed as the worst Civ in the game. I don't think that's true, but it's kind of a meme. We're playing Georgia. We're going to absolutely have some fun. We've no builders, right? Fun? Yes, fun. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to play alongside me, come along to Discord. Discord, yes, the wonderful place where hundreds and hundreds of people, and by that I mean over 13,000, which typically is hundreds. I'm not lying. Haha. The save file for this game is there along with all of the lists of mods that I use. There are no gameplay mods playing today, but there are a lot of user interface mods that I use. You can go and see the full list there. Every now and then I see people commenting in the videos, Ursa, what mod are you using? That's fine, someone might answer you. But there are too many mods. Go and see the list. It's way easier. Deity difficulty, standard speed, no game modes, no mods, 6-player, continents and islands, probably my favorite script. Do you remember that birthday party you were invited to? It's just across town. It's a little bit further than you would normally travel, probably an extra bus connection, or maybe the traffic in that area is just a little bit difficult to take your car into. That birthday party would be worthless. Stay at home, watch this. Let's get started. And now, for an important update. Having been expelled from Oxford University, Ursa had met a man named Paul. Oh dear. Luckily for Ursa, he had amassed 40,000 subscriptions. These beautiful little signatures attracted the attention of none other than Gilgabro. Scared off by the Majesty, Paul retreated and left Ursa to his way. Searching for new subscriptions, Ursa travelled to the coast, where lo and behold, it looked like more people for subscriptions. Alas, it was not to be. Ursa, our sweet, innocent bear, is now trapped, harassed by giant crabs. Will you save Ursa from crabs? Will you help Ursa towards his goal? Thank you so much. Back to the video. Turn 1, and as we look at this start, you will notice something quite obvious. There is no fresh water. Excellent. That is a big problem. Now, on the Ursa Ryan channel, I like to say that we should play every start, no matter how good or bad it is, because we learn more, and I'm gonna play this start begrudgingly through my teeth, but no housing is a big issue. I can't put plantations down, or farms, or anything that would normally give me food, like fishing boats. Nope. Builders are forbidden, so housing will be at a premium. I can take some housing from a granary, from any wonders I build, and from a lighthouse if I were to build a harbour and my city centre was on the coast. So there are options here. If I were to settle on top of the stone, nothing would happen. The stone would be effectively lost. Moving to this tile, or this tile, or this tile doesn't appear to change me anything. I have a 5 food sugar tile. Give me some sugar. I think that is a good idea. Let me just move my warrior down and just see what's over here. There is no mountain within range, so I can't even aqueduct. Looks like there is a river over here, but just at a very minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 turns until I can move over there. I don't think it's worth it. We do have reefs. There is a really decent harbour there with the fish either side of it. Remember, you don't need the fishing boats. It's just the fish that give adjacency, and that will actually make this city centre pretty housey-licious. I'm thinking later into the game, one building I might take a little bit more of an advantage over than I would normally do is the shipyard, because this gives me 1 production from all unimproved coast and lake tiles, including these fish and crabs. I think a harbour heavy run is going to be quite important. Now, I do want my own religion, because with a religion I can take beautiful suzerainship over all the city-states on the map. I want to be able to get my walls up quickly. I can't deny that religion and diplomacy are going to be good options for me. These are my fallback win conditions. I will try and do something else. I think domination or science may be possible here, but I don't know if I'll have the production capacity to win the culture victory. We'll see. I'm going to play very generically to start with, and we'll go from there. Excellent. No housing pretty much in my capital, but I will be working this 5 food tile. If I can get myself to 3 pop as quickly as possible, I can work 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. They're decent tiles. Builders. Builders. Nope. I'm going to very much struggle on production capacity here. That's going to be an issue. So instead of going for a scout, I will go for a slinger. I need some defense. Just feel like this game is going to be very much against me from the start. Let's go astrology. There is a play here to try and put down Stonehenge. Given how little production I've got, this may be difficult, and I can't chop anything out because I don't have any builders. But it's a possibility. It's a possibility. So we might give this a try. Be easier to put Stonehenge down than it would be to try and work a load of holy sites. Actually, the one thing holy sites will get me an advantage with today is I won't be removing any of the woods. So hopefully I'll get some decent holy site adjacency from the woods, which is good, seeing as I don't appear to have any mountains around me at all. This is a very flat start. Very flat indeed. Oh look, it's barbarians already. Yay! There they are. I'll try and take the encampment out. We'll see what happens. Look, already we're at 2 population. My capital flourishes. Almost already at the housing cap. Oh dear. Okay, we've met the housing cap already. That is a big problem. That is a very big problem. I feel like my capital needs to be able to do more stuff than just try and grow, but yeah, well, we'll see what we can do. I have 7 turns until astrology. I will build should I get a settler out? I might need a settler. It looks like there's a lot of tundra around me. That is the only problem. Let's give it a go. One of the few ways I'm going to be able to pick up luxuries this game is to put a city center on top of a luxury. So this wine, for instance, if that had lovely fresh water on it, I would have been able to plonk a city on and go, yay. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be a huge thing, but look, there is wine on the coast. That means I could put a harbor down and I could get myself a luxury to trade. As I say, luxuries, very, very difficult to get in this game. Code of laws, discipline, immediately in. God King. I don't know what Pantheon I'm going to take. A lot of the options all involve improvements, which is a problem because I'm not going to get any improvements. Oh look, improve 3 tiles. No, let's go foreign trade. I want to unlock the beautiful maritime industries card as quick as I can. Okay, right. Well, they saw that trap coming. My slinger was approaching in order to get the killing blow in on the spearman. Alas, not going to happen, but they've left their encampment open to do that. Military tradition has been boosted. Let's attack the slinger quickly, and I now have a promotion there. Oh, if I can clear these barbs and survive this assault, I can. And of course, 12 faith. I always forget this part of Georgia's ability. Combat victories provide faith equal to 50% of the combat strength of a defeated unit. That is a really quick Pantheon as long as you can focus on it nice and fast. Okay, astrology is done. It is tempting to rush celestial navigation to get the harbors up as quickly as I can, but I think pottery for the granary is going to be more important than I think and would normally say in a game. I'd like the granary up to actually make sure my city can grow. What's in the tribal village? State workforce. I would have taken craftsmanship. That would have been a more interesting boost for me, but never mind. Settler has been produced. I actually don't mind this at all. Nova City isn't particularly good. There's a lot of tundra around it, but there is a reef for a possible campus over there in a little bit of time. I could even double up on this reef and go for a government plaza double campus setup. There are options. I don't mind that at all, but it's the luxury. It's the luxury pickup that I'm really excited about. Like a little bit of housing with a luxury. That is a double up that I am willing to take. Would I normally play for a 26 turn Stonehenge? No, I wouldn't. But I feel like with this much stone around me and with not much else for my capital to be doing right now, I don't mind this at all. This is actually okay. Besides, if Stonehenge gets taken, which it might do, then I'll use the production for a settler, maybe even a holy site, something that will double up nicely. Oh, the barbarians return. Well, I've got my +5 card in. I have Battle Cry, which is a beautiful +7, and I'm now fortifying on a hill. I believe I have about a +18 strength if they were to attack me on that hill, so I will fortify and heal whilst they attack me. Fingers crossed. Oh look, is that Kupe? That looks like Kupe. I think Kupe's capital is very near me, which is worrying. City number 2. Huzzah! I'm gonna preemptively call this city Kupe, please don't kill me, and I will be rushing sailing, because I feel like a galley rush is going to be one of the few things that keeps me safe today. Now, I would like this city to grow a little bit, so a granary wouldn't be a bad idea, but I also want to defend myself, so I will get another slinger. If I can pick up about 4 or 5 slingers, I will be able to archer rush myself into something a little bit safer. Maybe. Oh, the barbs are countering my fortification with a fortification of their own. Oh, Oh, cheeky. We'll see how that plays out for them. Pantheon time. So here is a rogue option. A bit of a rogue option indeed. Dance of the Aurora is still available. Holy Site districts get +1 faith from adjacent tundra tiles. Now I have a lot of tundra down here, and work ethic would be a very good way of producing some production. If I could get a few +6 holy sites, that would be 12 production in each city that I build one in. Holy sites are very good for me because faith is very important. I want my own religion. I cannot lie, that is not a bad idea at all. As I mentioned, a lot of these options are not very good for me. Fishing boats, pastures, camps, quarries, mines, no. None of that is going to help me at all. I could get Monument to the Gods to rush through Stonehenge. That wouldn't be a bad idea. When chosen, receive a builder in my capital. No, put it down. Earth Goddess. That's a rogue option as well. I actually do have a little bit of breathtaking tiles, just purely because I'm not going to be removing any woods. Well, not many woods anyway, not putting any mines down, but I don't think I'm going to get enough bonus from that to make it worth it. Oh, Dance of the Aurora is pretty nice. I was thinking about going River Goddess with my holy sites to get 2 amenities and 2 housing, but as you can see, no rivers. So that plan went out the window pretty quick. All right, let's try Dance of the Aurora. I think this is a rogue option because I was going to go Feed the World. Feed the World I thought was, you know, obviously it's an Ursa Ryan special. We always go Feed the World, but there is a legitimate reason for it. No improvements mean no housing, and no improvements mean no food. So I could grow my cities out and build more districts, which I could do something with. But work ethic would be just as good, I think. So let's go Dance of the Aurora. Yeah, that feels rogue, but I like rogue. That's a +3 already. That would only be +2. These are a +2. Yeah, I'm actually going to end up rushing a holy site through. I didn't think I would end up doing that, but never mind. All right, my second city is already working some pants tiles. I think a monument is going to be an important addition here. That's a really nice tile as well. 221. I'm working a 1 food, 1 production tile. That would give me 1 more gold if I bought it, but it would take 50 turns to get that gold back. I think I might just let that work naturally. Yeah, my second city is not very good, but it'll get there. Faith generation is something that actually works regardless of my improvements. I think we might be able to get a little bit here. I mean, the chances of getting monumentality in the ancient era are pretty slim. But maybe classical going into medieval era monumentality. Now that wouldn't be too bad an idea. Oh, archery boost and bronze working boost. Look at that. I'm just working a couple of tiles that give me a little bit more production. I can't grow right now. Not at a housing cap that's giving me -75% food. So there's no point working this food tile anymore. I'm just going to lock that in. A little bit more production, 9 production per turn now. Stonehenge is being built a little faster. Chances of me getting that wonder are still pretty slim, but I have to keep giving it a go. I also have sailing now. Excellent. I think a bit of a galley rush as a second step is going to be quite important. Now, source of horse. Even if I can't improve the horse, it will give me 1 food in production on the tile. I like that as an idea. Plus, there's a small chance, but I've plonked my Stonehenge right on top of where horses are, which would give me horses, which is one of the few ways of me getting horses in this game. Oh, that's a river with a sugar. That is not a bad settlement location. In fact, there's 2. Oh, okay. Okay. Urban planning. Get in there. Maritime industries. I don't think I'm ready to switch over just yet. No, I'll keep discipline in for a second longer. Another barb camp. That's here a score. You know we've got to go for it. Are you going to charge at me, are you? You're going to charge at me? No. Back off, friend. You're going to charge? They are going to charge. Ha ha ha. Oh, you're going to regret doing that. Yeah, look at that. I thought so. Kupe's finally found me. Okay, it was going to happen at some point. I mean, there's no point trying to hide my cities from Kupe, so I will keep the positive diplomacy and hope, yeah, look, he's actually not too bad. -3. It could have been a lot worse. Oh, hello. You're going to settle there, aren't you? You're going to settle right there. I can tell already. I think Kupe may be an invasion target. Now, you may be thinking, Ursa, how are you going to deal with other people's cities and improvements? Well, if I steal a builder in warfare, I will delete it immediately. If an improvement is already in a civilization city, I will pillage it. I will only take cities if I can pillage every improvement in them. I think that's fair, and I'll leave them broken, and I'll never fix them. Saying that though, does that rule make any sense? Because, and here's the devil's advocate in me, there is a way to fix improvements, and there is a way to use improvements generally, and it's something that a lot of people forget. Military engineers. Now these can actually fix pillaged tiles. So stealing improvements, well that is an idea. I will never actually use the builder myself, but if other people have improved the land and then I fix it, well I'm just using what they've left behind. Yeah, you know what, I will allow myself to take other people's improvements. I think that makes a little bit of sense. Whether it makes all of the sense, who knows, but it's a little bit of sense. There are no horses in my capital, alas. Oh no, scrap that, there's one source. One source of horse. Okay, unimprovable unfortunately. With a -3, I am going to do my best to keep Kupe on side. I'll send a delegation. Oh, they're actually rejecting it already. Lovely. What would you give me for my wine? 8 gold per turn. Ooh, okay. So I could give you wine for this and this. But if I take the 1 gold per turn off, which isn't a lot of money to be fair, that would count as a gift. In fact, I'm just going to bring that down to about 120 gold. Now we have a deal, and it hopefully will say, yeah, look at that. There's 1. Favorable deals to them. Oh, if I can keep Kupe on side, I don't have to worry about a galley rush. And a galley rush is honestly the one thing that I am truly fearing above all others. Celestial navigation, improved TC resources. I would honestly love to, but I can't. He says he's happy with me. Yeah, go on then. Okay, we have Kupe as a friend. I may regret that. But he's not invading me. And honestly, that is as much as I could ask for. Barbarian outpost, another 2 era score. Beautiful. Where's Kupe going to settle? Where are you going to settle, Kupe? And why am I so worried about where you're going to settle? Oh, silver on a river. These are not bad settlement locations. I might be able to pick up a couple more luxuries than I was worried about. This is tantalizingly close now, this Stonehenge. Am I concerned that the game is going to give it to me? I don't know. There's a real risk here that I'm going to get Stonehenge. Go on, do it. Yay! Stonehenge grants a 3 profit. That's all it does. Actually, no, it doesn't do just that. It also gives me faith per turn, and I think faith per turn is going to be quite important later, especially if we go for a religious victory. But that is really nice. Now, currently, all of my settlement opportunities are to the north. This is away from a tundra. I am aware of that, but there's no point settling in the tundra too early just to get a use of my Pantheon. I'd rather wait a little bit on that one. At least until I've gone all the way through the civic tree to the scripture card, because then I can actually try and build my holy sites faster. In theory, I could wait until I've unlocked coal power plants, factories, stuff like that in order to put production down into these cities in order to then build the holy sites faster, because I can't chop them out. That's the problem. I don't know what I'm going to do. But there's no point rushing a tundra city. It might be actually that Kupe is about to go and settle down in a tundra for me, and then loyalty will steal that city from them in a bit anyway. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Let's build a granary, and then I'll start to try and pick up some galleys. And now that I've got 440 gold as well, we can build the settler with some beautiful gold that I've got from trading my luxuries. And I'll go and unlock all these tiles in so that the game works what it wants to do. Look at that. Yep, we're growing again. Lovely. The granary will just double that up. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good. Ancient era ends in 10 turns. You may be noticing that I am waiting on my religion until my holy site is completed. That way both cities will follow my religion instantaneously. Does Stonehenge only give 2 faith? That is disappointing. I actually thought it was more than that. I don't know why I thought it was more than that, but I just did. Tribal village, a trader unit. Ooh. I'm going to send it from my capital because the holy site will actually increase that trader route once it's finished. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Currency boost as well. Any boost right now is going to be a big thing. Oh, there was a new continent up there and everything. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I missed out on some civic there. There's a +3 holy site. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to rush a galley because a galley will give me 2 era score. That'll be to 18. Making a religion is 20. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get a religion actually. Sorry, a golden age. I could be looking to get a golden age. But this is on a floodable tile. I think that'll give me era score. I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. Great person activated. Yeah, my original plan has kind of gone out the window already. Work ethic. Production bonus in my tundra cities. That could be something that will work really, really well. Now, something that works well with Georgia. If I spread a religion to a city-state, then I get double envoys there. I want to be able to do that as best I can, and the way that I found that works really well with Georgia is papal primacy. When I send an envoy to a city-state, it adds 200 religious pressure to that city-state. There are other ways to get more envoys, but this is a really, really good way to double up on my ability. So we'll take papal primacy as fast as we can, and hopefully this city is now loyal because it follows my religion. No, it's not. Okay, it's happiness is proving a little problematic, but actually the happiness will be good once I pick up some sugar. Just to get my boat upgrade quick, I'm going to put maritime industries into my capital. There's the galley that's going to shoot up quickly. I'll get this city to build one as well. That's 2 galleys. That'll give me the boost for shipbuilding. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able here to get a golden age. It's going to be tricky. Ulin, not a first meet, alas, but they want religious conversion. That means I'm going to get a lot of envoys with them. I like that. Oh, Kupe's off. Kupe's looking at this land and going, this is terrible. I'm not hanging here. I'm going somewhere else. And I'm sort of looking at them thinking, yeah, I don't blame you. Now, there's a large part of me that wants to settle on this tile in order to get a really good harbour, but it's not worth it. I want the luxury, and this is the only way I'm ever going to get luxuries in this game, apart from city-states. So there you go. We've settled on the river. That's an era score. We'll pick up a boat in a second. That'll take me to 22. Oh, this is so close, but I don't think it's possible, you know? Tell you what, settling on that sugar is a really, really, really good tile, and I'm working this one already. This city's going to grow to its pop cap so quickly, and because of that, let's whack the granary down as fast as I can, which is the first governor you should always take, if you can. Always take Armani, pop her in a city-state, and start the Armani tour. Era score will never be easier to claim. There's early empire. I'm going to take that envoy because I can start spreading my religion to the city-states, which will be plenty lovely. Crew invent the first sailor's yarn, except it's not the first because other people have already found themselves boats. Never mind. Buenos Aires, not a first meet either. They want a Eureka for irrigation. Irrigation? That thing that says put a farm down? You might be waiting a while there, unfortunately. Arabia, that is an era score. They found me, I think, but I'm going to try and be friendly with people. They've got some horses. Yeah, let's try and be friendly. They will buy my sugar for 19 gold per turn. Oh, that would make 2 of my cities unhappy, and I think would almost ruin the loyalty in this city as well. I don't know if I want that. I could use it to buy a settler quicker. That is a bit upside, and I could then go and work the silver. Luxuries are so difficult for me to get, though. There's more sugar over here that I can settle on. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that sweet, quite literally sweet deal. Yeah, how are they liking me? -2. Will you take a delegation? They can't accept a delegation. What about friendship? Nope, they're going to decline that. All right, what I'll do is exactly the same that I did to Kupe. I'm just going to take off a little bit of gold here. There you go. This is a favorable deal. And then I'll throw in open borders as well. That will hopefully make you really like me in the long run. +1. Yep. I'm not saying no to war. I'm just saying no to war outside of my own terms, you know? Oh, another continent. Huh, look at that. Like a little sliver of continent. Actually, that's not a bad place to settle. Oh, this is going to be so close on era score, isn't it? I'm not going to be able to do it. Not unless I mysteriously find somebody else, which, you know, I could do. Oh, Kupe's got the Holy Grail. Love it. The frustration is that I was 1 city-state suzerain away here. 1 from getting this golden age. I think that's what would have really swayed it for me. Alas, don't think it's going to happen. Oh, that's their actual capital. Their capital is right by me. Oh, interesting. That is very vulnerable. If I spam 6 or 7 galleys, I could take that, you know? It would put me at a diplo penalty for the rest of the game, which would really hinder my efforts to get a diplomatic victory. But you know, there are a couple of worked resources here, like pearls. Oh, nope, I say that. That literally just got pillaged. Interesting. We'll see about that one. Oh, Kupe's in a golden age. I'm just about holding on. We're okay. We're okay. I'll take Exodus of the Evangelists because 2 era score every time I spread my religion should be pretty nice. Kupe very rarely gets their own religion. We are spreading over to them. I'm going to start picking up city-states. I think for Georgia, that works really well. Once I get a golden age, then I could start using my ability, which is where you can put dedications down whilst also getting the golden age bonuses. It's a really, really good double up. I'm looking forward to taking advantage of that when I can. You know, this galley rush is so cruel. It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. I'm going to use my gold, I think, to save up for a settler, but I just like the idea of taking their capital. I need a government first, and galleys will eat into my gold, which means I won't be able to buy settlers. So let's pick up monument quickly. That'll get my government up and running so I can get political philosophy, so I can get oligarchy to get more powerful galleys. There's a logic. There is a logic to this. Oh my god, what is that? It's filthy. Ugh, sail away. Sail away. One thing I'm hoping this game will show you is just how important improving land and builders is generally. It really is so important. It's one of the main reasons I can beat Deity so regularly and so reliably, is just improving your tiles and making sure that everything is working. Oh, is that another Kupe city up here? Oh, they're just putting them in all the lovely places for me. But yeah, lack of builders, it will really come and kick you pretty quickly. Okay, Woolen is there. I'm going to try and religiously convert it. Receive great general points or admiral points whenever I go into combat. combat. Somebody is going crazy on generals. That's not good, but it will help me just to get something later in the world. And Auckland is there. Oh my lord, Auckland is there. That is a huge source of production. Okay, well, did you see what happened there? I had 2 envoys at Wulin. I put 1 envoy in. That put me to 3. That religiously converted the city, which means that it retrospectively doubled that envoy. So I put 4, and then they also had a quest to convert, which means then now there's 5. My religion has spread. Yes. 2 era score as well. Yes. And we move on. I think Auckland is absolutely the next place I'm going to send Armani. Armani Tour. I always think Armani Tour sounds almost like a fragrance, doesn't it? Something you'd find in a posh area of a department store fragrance section. Armani Tour. It's Sieve, Eau de Sieve. Smells 50% of Sid Meier and 80% of gaming chairs after 3 a.m. in the morning. Musty. Mitla, more city-states. Okay, that's fine. Arabia has their own religion. I will keep an eye on that one. And Shinto is in the game as well. Normally that means the presence of Japan. Not always, but a lot of the time. Okay, now we prepare a fleet. I have 9 turns until Kupe realizes my inevitable betrayal. Let's get these done quickly. I can just nab their capital. This city up here to the north is genuinely really good and very attackable as well, but we'll need 2 separate fleets to go and do that. Don't know how feasible that one is. Kupe does have 4 cities. I just don't know where any of them are apart from their capital. They're just going to be spread around the place, aren't they? There is celestial navigation. I can start to pick up harbors. Do I want to rush a harbor? Oh, you see, preserve. I was thinking about preserves. It's very rare that a game like will shout at you. Preserves are a good idea, but it could be. It could be the game. You know what? I'm just gonna hang on the harbors just for a second. Let's quickly get this galley fleet up. I reckon 5 or 6 galleys should be enough here. Oh, Arabia likes the fact that I have a religion, but I haven't spread it to them. Yeah, hold off on that judgment for a while, because I will be spreading it to you at some point. Who's this? Persia. Oh, hello, Persia. How are you? Honored to meet you. Yes, I'd love to sample your hospitality. And there you are, on that island. They like me -8. That's no fun, but they did accept a delegation, which means they will accept open borders. Oh, I have to pay for it a little bit. Can I just give you some Diplo favor instead? No, they don't care for Diplo favor. Fine, 20 gold. It's a bit painful, but never mind. That means we're on -2. We'll see. Well, actually, once I declare the surprise war on Kupe, they're going to love me. So I'll just switch my friendship over from Kupe to Arabia and Persia. I think that will work nicely. All right, there's the friendship with Arabia. That's good. Kupe is going to start parking units outside of my cities. That could be a bit of a problem. But hopefully these will be slightly easier to hold than their cities will be. We'll see about that. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be true. Okay, Armani is in Auckland and waiting and ready. It's a small divergence, but I will pick up military tradition because I always forget flanking and support bonuses before I go into early game war. I don't know why. It's just a problem I've got. The galley fleet. It's almost ready. 1, 2, 3, 4 around Kupe's capital. I honestly don't know how many we'll need. I don't know, but we'll give it a good go. Now that I have military tradition, state workforce, political philosophy. Kupe's got quite a few galleys loitering around, especially in the capital. Yeah, I was wondering whether or not my fleet would be big enough. It's going to be very close. Very close indeed. Oh, I like that. I like that. Kupe's asking me about war. Whilst the friendship's still up with 0 turns left, I'm going to escape out of that one and hope that they ignore me going forward. All of their galleys just left their land and they're sort of scattering around the world. So I'm hoping I might be able to just about catch them at a disadvantage, but we shall see. Here is my 4th city with its sole source of silver. I'm sure it's worth it. I'm sure it's worth it. Let's get another slinger up. Actually, my deal with Kupe has just expired, which means I could, in theory, be super cheeky and trade them some wine, get all the gold, and then, you know, we'll declare war on them in a second. Shall I do the same with Diplo favor? Look at that. I'll take all of your gold. Thank you. All right, Coops. I'm very, very sorry. It is a surprise war. I need to impress Persia. They're my new friends. They're cooler than you. Arabia will join in. That's really cool. Persia will not. That's a shame. Never mind. Oh, you are lucky, friend, that settler is in the ocean and not on the coast tile, because I would be in there. I would be in there. All right, how's this looking? You know what? Four galleys should be enough. I've got another 2 being made, but we'll see how this goes. There are Kupe troops running around, things like war chariots, spearmen, bits and pieces. I don't really trust them. There's not much I can do, though, so we're kind of just ignoring it. In the meantime, whilst all this war is happening, let's get some harbors out. Now let's see how quickly hopefully Kupe's defensive fleet can get back. I have at least one turn before they do. That's fun. 90 gold for a pillage on their harbour. Do I want to keep the harbour up and running for myself? I think actually 5 gold per turn is probably better than the 90. If I could fix it. We could just fix it, and it would reduce the combat strength of the city by 2. I think it's actually worth doing that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next turn. I'm hoping we can take the city. Oh, a source of honey. I will take that. Thank you. Yeah, anything is really, really good happiness-wise. There they are. Here's the defensive force. It has arrived. I am hoping. I am very much hoping it is too late. Move you to there, you to there, you to there, you to there. I now have 5 galleys around. 1, 2, and then 3. Kupe's capital has been taken. And with it, a very, very rare source of a few improved tiles. I can never add to these until military engineers. I can't even fix them. But for now, I'm hoping this will be good. Now, Kupe does have an advantage. Their units can obviously navigate ocean tiles. Mine cannot, but I'll do what I can to be annoying nonetheless. Let's get another harbour down in my capital. We'll fix the harbour. We'll rename this. I like to think that the loyalty of a city increases somehow if you rename it. It's just a thing. Actually, the housing in this city, when the harbour and the lighthouse are finished, is going to be pretty big. This is my new Pingala city. It sounds crazy to say, but this is my new Pingala city. Yes, yes, Persia likes it. If you don't want to engage with me, that's fine. I'm just going to give my galleys a turn or two to heal themselves up. There is a second city up here that I could take, and it is quite tempting, but it would involve me moving a lot of my galley force in a different direction, and it's going to take me a while to get there. I might as well try. You know, there is 2 paths I can take. One up this coast, one up the other coast. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. And ancient walls. I can build them 50% faster because I'm 50% more Georgia. Let's unlock archery just to make sure that, you know, our walls actually do something when we build them. Oh, Kupe. Kupe's units have just appeared. Woolen is keeping me very safe right now, which is lovely. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Oh, I can sell my iron. Nice. I'm going to do that because now I can levy Woolen's troops, which I think is a really good idea. Bam. Look at these. These are really strong. I could, in theory, start killing some city-states with them. Not that I particularly want to, but if I can't get builders, I need to play in pretty much any way that's going to give me any sort of advantage, and that would be a, you know, significant advantage. I tell you what, the walls are going to be built pretty quickly in this city. I'm going to actually take the majority of my galley fleet and move it north. If I can consolidate and take 2 cities rather than 1, I think we'll be laughing. Oh yeah, Kupe, they do have a couple of galleys around, but they're just smashing straight into the city walls. If that's what you want to do, I'm not going to stop you, you know? But I will surround you and then destroy you whilst getting a lot of promotions. It's just the way of things, you know? Kupe's just settled another city there. That's a shame. It's not a very good city. I wouldn't be able to keep the loyalty of it. I might just leave that one there. I could even liberate that. What we're going to do is we're going to let that city flip from loyalty, which it should. And once it flips, we will liberate it, get a load of diplomatic favor, and reduce all the grievances from us. Oh, that's jammy. That's so jammy. It's pretty much a donut. Oh, here's Kupe's army. There's a catapult. Personally, I think it's incredibly cruel to be using cats as weapons of wars. They're also not very efficient at breaking walls down. I would prefer a dogapult personally, but you know, I'm an old-fashioned man. Classical Republic. Okay, for the duration of the war, I will stick with oligarchy because +4 combat strength on my galleys is enough to get rid of the deity advantage that the AI has, which is wonderful. Maritime industries, I'm no longer building boats. I've got plenty of them, but conscription takes 15 gold per turn away. I'm not entirely sure it's that much. I think that's counting levied units in that, which of course don't cost, but it's fine. Agogi, yep, that's fine. Urban planning, fantastic. Diplomatic League, first envoy counts as 2. That means we send 2 portions of religion when I first meet a city-state. Awesome. The Mayans. Hello. Ignore what I would call war crimes. They are simply misunderstandings, -26. I don't feel like they think they're misunderstandings and they're not also not joining in on the war. Alright, we might have to just diplomatically hope that that goes well. It probably won't. One of the weird advantages to playing like this is that I have no fishing boats anywhere for them to heal themselves on. So their galleys are very much deprived of food right now. I do like that. That's really funny. Mayans already don't like me. They also have 456 military strength out of everyone. It's quite a lot. Ooh, Kahaya. That's interesting. I like flicking around with these sometimes just because every now and then one will be offered to me, but that's a population 1 city somewhere that Kupe is just offering me for free. Oh, this one in the north. Ah, they'll just give that to me in a trade deal. I mean, this city's better, but I like what they're doing. Let's come back to that deal. I'll come back to that deal in a little bit because I think I can probably put a little bit more pressure on Kupe with all of these. This galley may not make it to the war. I didn't realize this continent would be so big. Let's get the lighthouse up and running. +3 holy site. You don't need a Pantheon to make a decent holy site. That's what you got to remember. The Cliffs of Dover. Oh, so Kupe has settled down here as well. Okay, the land around here is a little bit more difficult to attack. I've got to just sort of nudge my way around slowly but surely, but I think I've got enough galleys to pull this off. I think. If not, we'll just force a good peace deal out of it. That's probably fine as well. Oh, my goodness, there's another brilliant city down here. Okay, I keep changing my mind as to whether or not I want peace, and I've changed my mind once again. It's in that very rare part of the game, that very, very narrow window where the AI hasn't yet put walls up. They will soon, and my galley rush will be ineffective to useless, but right now it's very effective, and I like it. I like it a lot. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!